I was about 6 years old when I realized my mind could go to places my body couldn't. Whenever I was forced to listen to boring or sad conversations the people around me had, I would begin to imagine myself in other places, usually a mansion or a 4-bed, 4-bath home in a cul-de-sac. When I felt the urge to step into power, I would transport myself to high-rise buildings with floor-to-ceiling windows and watch men and women in powerful business suits zipping beside me and heading to make billion-dollar deals. I could feel the sensation of being somewhere important, someone important. Years before I learned a single thing about Neville Goddard or Brendan Woods, I was attempting to live in the end. As my power grew, I would find myself so engrossed in images, sounds, and experiences that weren't physically happening in real time that I would actually hold conversations with people who weren't even there. When someone walked in on me once during a maladaptive daydream, shame washed over me. But now I understand that I have a superpower, and you may too. But like with all great things, we have a great responsibility to make sure we don't misuse it. So what do people like us do? Welcome back, Angel. Thanks for being on the run from toxicity and toward normalcy with me. Today I'm going to share with you how and why daydreaming is a superpower when used correctly, and the steps to take to avoid maladaptive daydreaming that hinders your manifestations from taking shape. So first, let's get clear on what manifestation is. I know when I first heard about it, I thought it was a bunch of new age mumbo-jumbo, but it's not. We're constantly manifesting. My understanding is that manifestation is a cycle. Basically, our thoughts create emotions that we respond to. The actions we do or don't take verify our expectations. In other words, confirmation bias on steroids is confirmed by the actions we take based on our subconscious beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. This is why it seems like the cruelest people have all the luck. While their actions toward others are undoubtedly unkind, it's undeniable that these people have a deep-seated belief that they deserve the best. So, while well-meaning people who overthink and second-guess their value shrink themselves in a corner and demurely eat whatever they're served, unwittingly trying to align themselves with the subconscious belief that they should be humble and convenient for others, our confident and healthy, and sometimes psychopathic or narcissistic classmates, relatives, and co-workers demand their filet mignon be remade to their liking. Whether they are normal and assertive or abnormal and insane, these people understand a principle that Abraham Hicks and Reginald from Comedic-Centered Living discuss. We were not born to contract, but expand. We are not to be unkind or pushy, but we should be open and honest about what we want, expect, and deserve based on what we are giving. And the best way to do that is to know, intimately, what you want. Daydreaming is one of the many ways in which our mind tries to communicate our true desires with us. It literally plays videos of what's happening in our conscious and subconscious minds. We can experience things, from the memory of a delicious meal to a future orgasm we have yet to encounter in 3D. Daydreaming is visualizing, but in an unrestrained manner. If you can daydream, you can visualize what you want and align your energy with your desire in the way that manifestation teachers discuss. Essentially, what you're doing is living in the moment of what you want, feeling the joy, excitement, or even just the normalcy of the thing. For example, if you've always wanted to be married, you can imagine yourself curled up on the couch in your beautiful dream home with your one true love on the couch enjoying a movie. The idea is normalized in your mind, and your energy is already accepting of the reality. Now, your minds will begin to align in a way that leads you to the situations, locations, conversations, etc., to meet this person and eventually go on a date with them. It's not magic. It's what happens when you don't have resistance toward the thing or situation you want. And because it's normalized in your mind when you do meet this person, aside from the natural excitement you feel when you do the things you want, you will be ready for it when it arrives, because you will have lived out the moment so many times in your mind. Now, as with all superpowers, excessive daydreaming, especially if aimless, can be dangerous. You can miss appointments, zone out during important meetings or conversations, and essentially undermine the power of this tool. In addition to planning for the future and living in the end, we must also learn to value the present. Manifestation is a balancing act, one that requires constant learning, self-awareness, and increasing comfort with one's authentic individuality. Most importantly, we must take action on our visions, or they will essentially become never-ending loops of what-ifs that reinforce our fears of inadequacies that we may or may not even possess. Ever notice how boundless and full of potential you are in your daydreams? Whether you're preemptively enjoying moments of romance, friendship, success, luxury, etc., you aren't concerned or even aware of other people's opinions, limited by your fears, or constrained by 3D. Even though your future experience will manifest in 3D, it all begins in the 5th dimension. If you can remain attached to the feelings you experience there, the energy will find you quicker, speeding up your manifestations by providing you with insights regarding the steps you need to take to actualize the experience. In short, daydreaming is a secret weapon to escape the nightmares we live every day when we're subjected to abnormal social norms and repressive regimes geared toward controlling us. We don't have to remain in those spaces. Our escape begins in the mind, expands to our visions, and eventually materializes in 3D. So, the next time you find yourself daydreaming, feel proud. You are naturally connected to your higher self and able to experience the life you want through visions before they become reality. Consider turning these special moments into visualizations that align with what you truly want to empower your inner being. I hope this episode has made it clear to you that you are the key to the life you want. Through my channel and creative works, I will help you take the actionable steps you need to take to turn your pain into purpose and trials into triumph. Here's what I want you to try this week. Write down the details of the last daydream you had. How did it make you feel? What limits did you bypass? Can you capture the feeling again and turn it into a visualization? If so, what patterns do you notice? What is the vision telling you about your desires and capabilities? If you feel comfortable, share in the comments, and I will review as many as possible and respond. If I have helped you in any way, please share this video with at least 5 people. Until next time, please know that someone in this world believes in the power of you, and that someone is me. I love you.